Dear children, welcome back to the English class. Hope all are doing well. Have you finished your assignment? What was the assignment I gave you in the last class? Yes, it is a notice. Please see the notice. Before getting into the text, let us do a quick recap of the lesson. Are you ready for that? Yes. Dear children, who is delivering the speech? Yes, it is Leonardo DiCaprio. Do you know where he is delivering his speech? Well done. He is delivering his speech at UN Summit. How many people marched in the New York street? Fabulous! 400,000 people marched in New York street. What are the undeniable climate events he mentioned in this speech? Rising temperature, glaciers, melting ice sheets, droughts. What are the actions he mentioned to reduce global warming? We need to put a price tag on carbon emission and eliminate government subsidies on coal, oil companies. What is Leonardo DiCaprio's appeal to the world? He appeals to the world to take an immediate action to protect our environment. Here are a few more points. Let us see what suggestions Leonardo DiCaprio has to give us. You will get the answer from the last few paragraphs of the lesson. Before that, let us see a video. Dear students, did you see how beautiful our earth is? It is our duty to protect and conserve our natural resources. Are you ready for that? Yes. Now, let us see how Leonardo DiCaprio concludes his speech. Read the last 3 paragraphs. We only get one planet. Humankind must become accountable on a massive scale for the wanton destruction of our collective hope. Protecting our future on this planet depends on the conscious evolution of our species. This is the most urgent of times and the most urgent of messages. Honored delegates, leaders of the world, I pretend for a living, but you do not. The people made their voices heard on Sunday around the world, and the momentum will not stop. And now it is your turn. The time to answer the greatest challenge of our existence on this planet is now. We beg of you to face it with courage and honesty. Thank you. Hope you could understand the main points. Shall we have a discussion? According to Leonardo DiCaprio, the greatest challenge of our times is climate change. What is Leonardo DiCaprio's advice to the people? He wants the people that it is the time for action. He advises the people to take up the responsibility to protect nature. Shall we read the paragraph once again? While reading, underline the unfamiliar words. I think there are a few words which need discussion. Some words are listed here. Dear children, look at the sentence. Which word is highlighted here? Yes, it is massive. Can you guess the meaning of that word? Look at the picture. What is in this picture? Yes, a massive hill. That means, massive means large, heavy, etc. Dear students, here comes your next word. Look at the sentence. Which word is highlighted here? Yes, it is wanton. Can you guess the meaning? See this. Got the meaning? What's the meaning? Wanton means deliberately or unprovoked. അനിയന്ത്രിതമായ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അച്ചടക്കമില്ലാത്ത. Dear students, here comes your next word. Look at the sentence. Which word is highlighted? Yes, it is destruction. Can you guess the meaning? See this. Here you can see various scenes caused by war. So what is the meaning of word destruction? Destruction means the action or process of causing damage. Which is the collective home Leonardo DiCaprio speaks of? The collective home he speaks of is our Mother Earth. Who are accountable for the destruction of it? We human beings are responsible for the destruction of it. Why does Leonardo DiCaprio say it is the most urgent of times? It is most urgent of time because destruction is at its peak. If we do not take action now, the whole world will perish. Dear children, what is the most important message that you get from this speech? Yes, the most important message you get from this speech is that we as a human beings, we have to protect our Mother Earth. We have to do something urgent to protect our environment. We have to do something urgent to preserve our natural resources, and also we have to do some justice towards our Mother Earth. Dear children, did you enjoy the speech? What makes the speech impressive? Yes, the language, the content, and the way of presentation. Shall we watch a video?
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge.
How was the speech? Who was he? The first Prime Minister of India, our beloved Jawaharlal Nehru. How did he address the audience? What are the different ways of addressing the audience? Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends, see how Vivekananda addressed the audience.
Sisters and brothers of America.
Vivekananda addressed audience in his Chicago speech, "My brothers and sisters of America." What is the next point to remember? You have to start a speech with a very good beginning. How can we make the speech interesting? We can start a speech with a question or a startling statement or quotes or a story. Such a beginning will attract people's attention. How will you present your arguments? Make a point? Elaborate on it? Explain it with examples? Make it convincing. See how Martin Luther King attracts people with his own technique. See this. What is the technique he uses? Yes, repetition. Dear students, how will you organize a speech? Yes, a speech should have a beginning, middle, and an end. In speech, ideas should be organized in a sequential order, and it should have a conclusion also. Dear students, how will you conclude your speech? Yes, by presenting your ideas in a most convincing way. You may repeat the statements, ask questions, and emphasize your arguments in a most convincing way. Now, my dear students, watch part of Leonardo DiCaprio's speech. While watching, keep all the points in your mind. Now, my dear student, shall I give you an assignment? Are you ready for that? Imagine you are delivering a speech on Environmental Day. Prepare the script for the speech. After preparing the script, evaluate your speech on the basis of checklist provided here. Here are the main points. I have addressed the guest on and off the dais, briefly mentioned the importance of the day, welcomed the guests on the dais according to the priority, highlighted the importance of the chief guest, made positive statements about all the dignitaries present, concluded appropriately. Dear students, when you are delivering a speech, you should follow all the features you learned in today's lesson. Now, I will be showing a video and tell me what you could understand.
Bobo, how is your new teacher? I don't think there is anyone as good as her. Everyone likes her. You're lucky, but you should say everyone likes her, not everyone like her. Oh, that's something new.
Dear students, it is quite natural that we commit errors while we write or speak. Dear students, see activity 6 in page number 103. There are some errors in the passage. Edit it and send it to your teacher. Dear students, now let us make a quick recap of the lesson. Climate change is not a hysteria, it is a fact, is a speech delivered by Leonardo DiCaprio at the UN Climate Summit. He says that as an actor, he pretends for living. But climate change is not a fiction. It is real. It is here now. Droughts are intensifying, oceans are warming and acidifying. Plumes are rising up from beneath the ocean floor. Temperatures are rising, ice sheets are melting and many other problems. It is not a hysteria, but it is a fact. Today, climate change is the single greatest security threat. Leonardo DiCaprio reminds us that it is the moment for action. Economy will die if our ecosystem collapses. Clean air and water and a livable climate are human rights. Solving the crisis of climate change is a question of our survival. Human beings are responsible for such a massive destruction. We should protect our nature for our better future. Every individual should take it as a responsibility and act. Dear students, this lesson has got a very important message to all of us. It reminds us that it is our duty to preserve and protect our natural resources. Let's join our hands together to take a pledge that we live for our environment. Now, it is time for me to wind up. It is me, Reena Ajit, KPCHSS Patanur, Kannur. Thank you.